the Lord power, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness.
Right. They're gonna bring their swords against you, man. That's terrorism. That's why you're always talking about, terrorist watch. Oh, you almost caught a terrorist, because you're terrified right now. This is your time. Your time is up, baby. This is it. Give me Isaiah the 33rd chapter in the first verse. There's nothing that you can do about it, man. You're getting ready to go to Iran. You've been talking about it during the Bush administration. And now everything is in order. You're getting ready to go. They have declared sanctions against Iran. The next step is what? They already have 10,000. Was it 100,000? Was it 10,000 or 100,000? I believe it's 10,000 troops over there, and you have battleships over there. That's over there in that area where Iran is. So what's the next step? You don't bring all that the military over there for nothing.
Along with 12 other accompanying ships.
And the reason why the main reason why you're doing it, because you're fulfilling prophecy. Now, once you go into Iran, you're gonna have a war. You're gonna have a conventional war. People are gonna get killed. But then eventually, you're gonna try to. The UN is gonna try to stop that war. You're gonna have other nations that's either gonna be for the war or against the war. But the main nation that's gonna be against that war, because they have interest in Iran, is a former USSR, Russia. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna stay down there. You're going to stay down there. Your pride is going to leave you down there. You're not going to pull back because of the Russians. And what's going to happen is the Russians are going to eventually lock hands in a third world war with you, and then that's the war to end all wars. That's it. That's when your society's done. That's when America's destroyed, Babylon, and that's when our kingdom comes in. So everything, so this, we can be out of here in the next 6 months, in the next year, in the next 3 months. Things are moving quick now. All right. The Lord said, and the Lord said that He beheld Satan falling from heaven as lightning. That's talking about your society going down. When you go down, you're gonna go down. You're gonna go down fat. That lightning is talking about blitzkrieg. You're gonna be up in the heavens, pursuant to Revelation the 12th chapter, and you're gonna fight against Michael and his archangels, and you're gonna have your angels, which are your military, go up there and fight, and then you're gonna go down like lightning. Go ahead.
Some real quick. This is Isaiah 47:11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
That's right. So that's it on you. Is that it on Ezekiel? We pretty much covered everything.
There might be a little more.
Go ahead.
33, you want it? Isaiah 33:1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou hast ceased to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled.
Yeah, when you cease to spoil, that means you put every nation under subjection. All right. The reason why, one of the reasons why you're over there in the Middle East, because them Arabs, they don't want to follow your ways. They don't want to follow that. They don't believe in that democracy bullshit, and they don't want to follow your Christianity. So you're mad at them. That's one of the reasons, all right? Read that again.
Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled.
In other words, when you come to that pinnacle of setting up that new world order, that's when you're going to get jacked up. That's also found in the book of Job, the 20th chapter. Go ahead.
And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously.
Because you're going to have the whole world under your subjected to you. Go ahead.
They shall deal treacherously with thee.
Right. The terrible of the nations. They're going to come up against you, all right? Now, where we at? All right, go ahead.
Ezekiel 28:7. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness. They shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the seas. Wilt thou yet say before him that slayeth thee, I am God? But thou shalt be a man and not God, in the hand of him that slayeth thee. Thou shalt die the deaths of the uncircumcised by the hands of strangers, for I have spoken it, saith the Lord power.
Now go back to Revelation 20:7, verse 7.
Revelation chapter.
Now this is when all this is going to happen. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 20, verse 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. And they went up on the breadth of the earth, and compassed the camp of the saints about, and the beloved city. And fire came down from the Most High out of heaven, and devoured them. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them.
Now, the reason why I wanted to read that is because, read again from the 7th verse.
It says, and when the 1,000 years are expired.
Right, because this guy is talking about the comfort, the so-called God sent comfort to straighten everything out. And Yahweh came to them in a vision. But they were teaching, I remember them teaching that Yahweh is burning in hell. Yeah, right. But now all of a sudden Yahweh came out of hell to give them a vision that the council's going to be in order. The council ain't in order, man. The council, that council that you have is not in order, man. That council that you have is getting ready to be destroyed. It's crumbling as we speak. But anyway, he said that first 1,000 years is talking about we're going to be under Yahweh, they call Christ. And the second 1,000 years is talking about the 1,000 years after that, we're going to be under the Lord, under the Father. Well, my question is this. If that's the case, so you mean to tell me that after 1,000-year reign with the Lord, Esau is going to come back out of nowhere and just take us down? Go back to the first verse again, Revelation 20.
Revelation 20 and 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
Okay, so that, according to the Puerto Rican, all right, this 1,000 years is talking about when we're going to be under Christ for 1,000 years, right? Go ahead.
And cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season.
So that means after the 1,000-year reign, somehow you're going to have an Edomite that he knows how to pick locks. And he's going to pick the lock, and he's going to, I got you. Then they're going to come and destroy us all over again. Then the Lord got to come in. That's total fucking madness. All right, let's read on.
It says, and I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Yahushua 1,000 years.
Now that mark, hold up. Go. What's the verse where the mark is? I want you to go to a blue letter. All right, verse 4. Yeah.
So, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of the Most High, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Yahushua 1,000 years.
Yeah, 1,000 years. Ain't going to be no 1,000 years. We're going to live with Yahushua, and then at the end of the 1,000 years, Esau's going to come back out and deceive the nations again and overtake us. That's not going to happen. That's stupid. All right? But anyway, the verse where it says mark, the mark, that's verse 4.
Yeah, we're in Revelation 20 and 4. The word there for mark is from the Greek charagma, a stamp, an imprinted mark. Of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, the mark branded upon horses.